Woo! Welcome back to the channel, my fellow cinephiles. I'm Parker, this is my couch, and my official 2025 Steelbook collection video. You might want to grab some popcorn, because this is going to take a while. Let's go. And according to ChatGTP, Steelbooks were introduced in the early 2000s by Scanovo, a Danish company specializing in premium packaging solutions. The first Steelbooks for movies and games started appearing around 2003 to 2005, offering a collectible, durable alternative to the standard plastic cases. That is so fun. Do you remember your first Steelbook? I don't. And also, why am I wearing Anaglyph 3D glasses? I don't know. That's for another video, I guess. But in this video, we're gonna cover all the categories, starting with TV shows, then we're gonna move on to my video game collection, and then, last but not least, actually, probably the most important part, my movie Steelbook collection. So like I said earlier, grab your popcorn bucket. Let's get started, shall we? So I think we're gonna start off alphabetically, and that's with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not Blue People Avatar, though that Steelbook is coming up later. Oh, and of course everything is bookmarked, so just skip around to whatever you want to actually see. This is a really special show not because of just how good it is, but because actually I missed out on watching it when it was actually like a new show. I had my friend Zach Taylor, shout out to him. He tried to get me to watch the show, but I watched the previews and I just wasn't interested in it. And that is until the live action Avatar from M. Night Shyamalan, I don't know how to pronounce it. And I watched that and I thought, oh my gosh, this movie is so good, I have to watch the rest of them. So I actually bought just DVDs, I think, watched the whole series, and then funnily enough, I went back to watch the movie, and I'm like, man, this movie sucks. It is so bad compared to the anime, but it got me in the door. And now we have the Netflix season 1, which is really good. But of course, we always have the classic. And I don't need to rely on any streaming services because I own this forever. So let's take a look at this packaging. Really nice, soft but shiny. It's almost like this metallic paper on the outside. Of course, we got the front that's all embossed. I really like that detail. It's very nice. And of course, in this collection, we've got the 3 Steelbooks, literally book 1, book 2, book 3, all focusing on a different element. So let's check out book 1. Oh, and we also have this exclusive excerpt. Let's take a look at that really quick. Feel free to pause and fast forward. Got a nice little beautifully printed book. Here's what the front looks like. What the back looks like, and of course we open it up to see the full picture. It's very nice. The discs are nothing to write home about, just kind of a nice baby blue. You take them all out. This is what that looks like. So here are all the discs. And here's the inside artwork. It's always nice when they go the extra mile and have all this extra artwork and art books and stuff like that. That's another thing I really like about physical media that you just don't get with streaming. All right, now let's check out book 2, Earth. What's her name? Toe? Tough Toe? I don't know. Tough Toe? No, it's not. I can't. It's been long enough that I'm starting to forget some of the side characters. But here's the front. It's really, really nice. This one is not shiny like the first one is. It's a little shiny. Not too bad. Oh, it looks like we got a scuff down there. Darn it, we got a little scratch. That's okay though. And then switching over to the back, I really like this matte geometric design around the edge. And of course, opening it up to see the full thing. And again, no artwork on these discs, just that boring baby blue, which is fine. That's typical. If it doesn't have art on it, it's gonna be blue, probably. And here's a look at the inside artwork, very basic. And taking a look at the inside, we got this really nice shiny cardboard to hold it all together, to make it look extra premium. I definitely like that, that's a nice touch. Ooh, and here's the front. Got that volcano and the soccer kick, or the scissor kick, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's really nice. And surprisingly, no one on the back. So we got double A-ing. Let's open it up, see the full cover. I do like that it's a nice matte texture, but then the characters on the back are always that nice shiny Again, here are all the discs, nothing to look at really. And the inside artwork. Got, what's his face? Zuko, yeah. I promise I am a fan, like it's just been a minute. Here's the front, 1, 2, and 3. Very nice. And here's the back, 1, 2, and 3. All in all, this is a solid collection, excellent TV show, and this is the best way you can experience the TV show. High definition, gorgeous Steelbook collection. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so it's not exactly alphabetical, but chronologically, Korra comes after Avatar, so that's what we're gonna go with. This is the complete series, great follow-up to the Avatar. Right here we got Korra, and this time around we actually have 4 seasons. A lot of people think the 4th season kind of fell apart a little bit. I still liked it, but you know, what do you guys think? Well, here's the front. Still got this nice paper. I do like that it's embossed, and that's awesome. It feels really good, but it doesn't feel quite as premium as the original Avatar series for some reason, but it does still have that nice kind of like metallic look, even though it's just cardboard. The back here. And it looks like on mine, book 4, the spine sticker is a little bit loose. It's kind of coming off. Happens, but not a big deal. Still good to watch. All right, let's check out book 1, Air. Got the front here. And the back. And all together. Nice. Very shiny, very shiny. And in this case, only 2 discs, which is interesting. The inside artwork, very, very basic. Just got the scratched up, like old school photo look with the Aang statue out in the bay. All right, now we got to check out book 2 called Spirits. Of course, we got the front cover right there. Very nice, learning water bending, which actually is her natural element, so she's already really good at it. Got the front, got the back. Open it up. There's the front and back side by side. And same thing, just got the boring baby blue on the discs. And here's a look at the inside. A nice cityscape. Next up is book 3, and we can already see, unfortunately, the separators are just all loosey-goosey, which is called Change. Got her doing some earth bending. And here's on the back. All together. It's not quite as like fancy and like razzle-dazzle as the Avatar Steelbooks, but it's really good character art. Yeah, I quite like that. It's nice. And here are the discs, and a look at the inside cover. Also very basic, which is fine. And last but not least, we have book 4, Balance. And of course, here's a close-up on that spine. It's this stickiness got loose or something. I don't know if I could push it back, maybe. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But got a haircut on the front. And the back, of course, the Avatar, using all the elements. And the spine is actually preventing me from like opening this completely flat because the sticker's like pushing against the crease. That's a little awkward. All right, and here are the discs. And a look at the inside cover. A little zoomed out of the city. And of course, all together, we've got the front of 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's interesting that 1 and 2 are facing to the left, and 3 and 4 are facing to the right, so everything's got an outward appearance. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's intentional or not. And then of course we got the back, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sure. Who's your favorite character in Legend of Korra? Mine's definitely Bolin. I definitely have those permanent Bolin vibes. He lives rent-free right here in my mind and in my heart. See you later, Space Cowboy. It's Cowboy Bebop. This is one of my favorite anime. It's really, really good. As you can tell by the intro, we get blessed with that every single time we watch an episode. Mwah, chef's kiss, S tier, A+. There's also, I recently learned, I'm ashamed to say this, that I didn't know this as a Cowboy Bebop fan, that there's actually a movie as well. I've never heard anything about that other than like that it exists. So I'll have to investigate that. I don't care if it has a steelbook or not, but keep eating that popcorn, but don't get dehydrated, drink liquids. Here's the front, here's the back. I actually kept the thing so we can peel that off really quick. There's Ein. Ein's definitely the best, for sure. And opened up, front and back. Gosh, I love that really pale, limited, like, color range artwork. This is just fantastic, let me tell you. Now, this is really fun. The discs are probably referencing the jazzy intro music. They're mimicking vinyl music discs, and they're actually embossed, which is so cool. Can you hear that? Like, so on the outside, like, these discs are so cool. Very basic, no artwork, but I love that they're kind of pulling an Apple, right? They're like mimicking a real world item. 3 and 4. And there isn't really any artwork on the inside. It just looks like marble or something. But man, are these discs cool, or are these discs freaking cool? Also, I guess just like Avatar, speaking of live action, I personally was a fan of the Netflix show. I kind of want to go watch that again, to be honest, and I was a little bummed that we didn't get renewed for a second season. Definitely doesn't even come close to touching the magnificence of the anime, but I did like the live action. I thought it was fun. We've got The Chosen, Season 4. Season 1, 2, and 3 don't exist in Steelbook yet. What is The Chosen? It's just the New Testament, just Jesus stuff. And this one I actually haven't seen yet because I haven't finished Season 2 yet. With the help of my slice knife. Let's take a look at it for the first time. And this is true for many of my discs that you'll see today. Ooh. It's embossed on the back with some fish. Very, very Christian thing. Or it looks like maybe just a cracked adobe wall. Let's check out, let's see, we've got this J card right here. Pretty basic, just telling you what's on the discs and the synopsis. And then what is this? This kind of fell out. Got 2 Mary Magdalene cards that fell out of the J card. So I don't know what this is about. I mean, I know who Mary Magdalene is and like the spilled wine and all that stuff. Like, I get that, but what purpose does this serve? I don't know. Just a little bookmark or something? All right, well, we saw the front, we saw the back. Let's look at it together. That's a nice cohesive look. Again, just like a cracked adobe wall from the Middle East somewhere. All right, let's take a look at the inside. And I am pleased to say that these all have character art. I really like that. Disc 1 and 2. And here's disc 3 and 4. And if you notice, I'm just noticing this for the first time, that the background art is circular to match the disc. Is this disc on disc 3? Is this little rock the rock that they rolled in front of Jesus' tomb? I don't know, but I like it. This is really, really good art. And I love how simple it is. It's not mucked up with all that other, wow, what a treat. All right, and then we take a look at the inside. Inside is also very basic. I think it's the exact same as the outside, but maybe a different angle. I'll get there eventually. I just need to, finish seasons 2 and 3. And, maybe one day they'll also be on Steelbook so I can do an updated video. Have you ever put Milk Duds in popcorn? Especially hot buttery popcorn? It's really good. Chernobyl. And this one actually has a very special typo right here on the front, but it's an HBO a 5-part miniseries. Whoops, that slipped through the crack. And now it's like just forever in my collection. Reminds me a lot of the Okami Wii video game. The developers had like a catastrophic server failure and lost a lot of artwork. When the game was getting ready to finish, they pulled artwork from other video game sites like IGN, and so their key artwork has the IGN logo on it, and that no one noticed it. I think I have that copy too, which is funny. Anyways, I really love this artwork. It's mimicking the famous Scream. Thanks to ChatGTP for sponsoring this information. The Scream was painted by Edvard Munch, a Norwegian artist, in 1893. It is one of the most famous paintings in art history and is considered an iconic work of expressionism. Very cool. Got the front, got the back here, and let's open it all together to see the full photo. I love this. All right, on the inside, we've got our little slip cover with the episode features and an HBO miniseries spelled correctly this time around. Let's see, in this case, I actually cut up the J card to make it fit inside the disc, so here's a look at that. And in this case, we do just have a solid color, but it's a nice kind of a dark teal that I quite like. And I highly recommend you watch this. It is a little scary, but it's based off of a true story. It's not like gratuitous with violence or sex or anything, but there is a little bit of nudity in one of the scenes where all the miners are digging underneath the nuclear reactor and they're super hot, so they have to take their clothes off or whatever. But like, it's so good. It's about the Chernobyl meltdown. But if you don't know anything about it, this is a great starting point. And then here's a look at the inside artwork of the Chernobyl plant just after the explosion. But I think of everything so far, this is one of my favorite artworks. Definitely S tier. All right, next up, we've got the TV show, Halo. Definitely have some mixed reviews, and unfortunately it has been canceled after season 2, so season 2 is all we're gonna get. Potentially some good news though, Christopher Nolan said he was very interested in directing a Halo project, whether that's a movie or TV show. Can you imagine Halo, but shot on IMAX? That would be great. All right, let's check out season 1, and of course I've got all the Halo Steelbooks, so when we get to the video game section, we'll get back to that. Here's the J card. Take a look at that on the back. And this is, looks like we've got some art cards, and I haven't opened this. Like, I love that we get these bonus stuff, but like, I don't want to open it because then it kind of ruins it. You know what I mean? Like, if only I had put that shadowless holographic Charizard in a sleeve, I could have sold it for 20,000 instead of, 200. Anyways, let's take a look. First and foremost, the man of the hour. It's the Master Chief. The front and the back. Are all the backs just Halo? Oh, okay, so let's just clear that up. All the backs are the same. So, we got Dr. Halsey. Got Kai. Got Quan. I like this font. I like that it's semi-transparent. That's a nice touch. Soren. And most of these guys don't even exist in the games. I think one thing that a lot of Halo gamer fans didn't like is that the TV show just did its own thing. It's a completely different story. It has nothing to do with the games and the books. I liked that. And I liked that they were building up to Combat Evolved, but then now we won't ever get there because it was canceled. Bummer. Anyway, got that Venak. It's like, I don't even know who Venak is because he's not in the game. Riz? Oh dear. Who named this character? Does she have Riz? Just kidding. Ugh. So that's kind of fun. A nice physical, tangible goodie. Here's the front. Here's the back. Also, it was really weird that like on the first episode, he takes off his helmet and he also like gets freaky with an enemy, if you know what I mean. What the shit? That what? Why? Opening it up, we see it together. Got some nice artwork. It reminds me of the 2000s where every single video game was brown. And, oh, this is 4K Ultra HD, very nice. You'll see that the 4K Blu-rays swap boring blue for boringer black. So here are all the discs. And here's a quick look at the inside artwork. It kind of sucks that it's like right on the spine, so we have all these creases that are getting in the way of looking at it. I would have much rather had this circle be off to the left or to the right, so we could actually see what's going on. That's kind of a boo for me. But, oh well, that's fine. I do like the TV show just fine. It's not amazing, it's not good, but I don't think it's that bad. All right, let's check out season 2. I haven't seen season 2 yet. And here's a look at that on the back. Nearly 2.5 hours. All right, we got the front. We got the back. Very somber photo. All the dead soldiers with their helmets hanging on their assault rifles, shotguns, battle rifles, etc. I'm wondering, what's this? Is this lava or gold that's like flowing in the ground? That's interesting. And again, on the inside, of course, we've got that boring black. And for the discs, so let's take a look at that. We've got the Master Chief on the inside, art. Aside from Master Chief and Cortana in the video games, who is your favorite character? I like the pilot a lot. I also really Buck, Sergeant Buck. Cool dude, cool dude. So that's my vote. And here they are spread out. Here's the front, and here's the back. All right, well that's been Halo. Next up, we're gonna do The Walking Dead. Now, Now, unfortunately, I don't have seasons 1 or seasons 2 in Steelbook, but we can take a quick look at that anyway. This is actually the special edition first season that I think is very, very well made. Even though it's not a Steelbook, it's just absolutely beautiful. See, we open it up. You see that the discs by themselves are really kind of shitty. Like, why are all these characters' faces cut off? But when we put them back in the packaging and you twist them around to line them up, there's this huge mural of comic book versus live action with Bike Lady Zombie right in the middle. Guys, this artwork is so good. This is so S tier. I love it. Does a Steelbook exist for seasons 1 and 2? I mean, maybe they do at this point. I kind of stopped watching after season 8, and also, like, Walking Dead stopped selling Steelbook versions. So seasons 9, 10, and 11 don't even exist in a Steelbook, which is a little frustrating. But yeah, I haven't even seen 9, 10, or 11 yet, but I just started watching this again with Jason a few months ago. We're on season 4 now. But, oh gosh, this inside artwork is just so freaking incredible. So I wanted to give that a special shout out. And of course, here's the back all laid out. But I just love that, how it just neatly folds up just like that. It's really nice. All right, and of course, actually season 2 is very special and very important to me because this is the first TV show I bought on Blu-ray, which is a huge deal. But yeah, again, front, here's the back, and we open it up. And well, this time around, ooh, looky here, these discs are really nice. Here's disc 1, here's discs 2 and 3. Gotta love that character artwork, you know? And last but not least, disc 4. All right, let's get on to the Steelbook, shall we? Here's season 3. You can see how huge and chunky it is. This is earlier in the days of Steelbooks where they still didn't figure out that you could stack discs together. So how many discs are in here? This is something. So we've got this folding art, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but potentially a sixth disc right here on this back side. And we can easily compare that to something like Halo Season 2. That, I mean, how many discs do we have in here? Just the 4. So we just have 4 discs here, but if you look at the spine, we can easily fit 1 or 2 more discs on each spine. So this can easily fit 6 discs on a standard 1 disc thickness. So in that regard, it's kind of like, it's a little clunky because it's old school, but it's not that bad. It's really easy to access all the discs. And of course, here's the front and the back. And together. I love that that's like pointed right. I really love that Rick's gun. This is, I don't know if this was planned or not, but it's pointed like right at his heart. That's kind of cool. Now, no background artwork for this, but let's check out. Got disc 1 and 2. And here's 3 and 4. And I love how they're pairing up these characters together. It's really nice. And then, of course, disc 5. Doesn't fold all the way flat. Here's a rarity. We got a little pamphlet of dead stuff. Let's take a quick look at that. All right, next up, season 4. I actually got the second hand so you can see how beat up and scratched up it is. But that's okay. It's still a Steelbook, and it's still the clunky, thick boy design. Here's the front. Got the back here, and a nice dent right there in the middle. Like, what? Where did all these scratches come from? I don't know. Opening it up, we see that together. All right, let's look at the discs. Oh yeah, this must be French or Canadian or something. Discs 1 and 2. Got 3 and 4. And disc 5. All right, next we got season 5. Have I ever pulled off this J card? No, I haven't. Look at how pristine the back is. Holy cow. Ooh, I like that. Well, here's the front. The front's in pretty good shape too, honestly. The new world's gonna need Rick Grimes. See on the spine here, it got slashed up by something. That seems to happen a lot, but what can you do about that? I don't know. And here's the back in absolute perfect condition. And of course, here they are all together. All right, and the inside, whoa, what is this? What is this that just fell out? We got a bonus disc. Walkers in the Water, the complete 5th season. Look at this, we'll look at that in a second. All right, looks like we got a code. Of course, we got a new Dead Stuff magazine. Very nice. Advertising stuff, merchandise, all that. And we also have a digital code that expired 2017. Let's see if we can redeem it. No way, bro, it worked? Well, that's definitely unexpected. And I don't know how it was possible that this was still activated, but that's really cool that it worked. So yay, sorry you don't get to use the code. My bad. Yeah, the inside of this is also in pretty good condition. Disc 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and disc 5. This artwork, I really like this artwork. It's really moody. Like the light is harsh and like a spotlight, but it's just really soft looking. Very cool. But then of course we've got this guy. What is this? Let's check it out. Bonus disc, Walkers in the Water. Ooh.
Features. It stinks. It's a silica puke. This is what it smelled like. It was zombie soup. I mean, they keep outdoing themselves.
One of the things that's very, very important to us on the show is to continue changing out the Walker gags. If we repeated the same effect over and over again, then the audience would start to lose interest.
That can't be effective.
So this is actually really impressive. They have this whole extra just bonus, like behind the scenes look, and I guess they didn't have enough space on the other discs, so they gave us a whole extra disc just for an inside look at this incredible sequence that I actually have no memory of. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this in season 5. That's just crazy. A+, incredible. Season 6 up next. Got the front here, also looking in pretty good condition, a little scuffed up. Here's the back. This is different, a different little art style. They've got that little collage montage. It's the first time we've had this. Oh, and there's Morgan. Yay, Morgan. I love Morgan. Morgan's one of my favorites. I think Daryl's my favorite. I really like Dale in season 1, 2, and 3 before he died unnecessarily. No, he died in season 2, didn't he? Oh, sorry, sorry if that's a spoiler. And here's they are together, front and back. Opening this up, we have even more dead stuff. This is the same one. All right, disc 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and last but not least, disc 5. I'm noticing these thicker ones are really a lot more challenging to like close. All right, next up we've got season 7, and as you can see, it is the thin 1-disc thickness Steelbook. So they got smart, they're stacking them vertically. Here's the front, nice and shiny. Got the back with freaking Negan. That's also why I kind of stopped watching Walking Dead, is it stopped being about survival and zombies and ooh, but then like people are just killing people, and like you can get that in any show, any video game, any movie, like And here they are together, black, white, and red. Opening this up, we have more dead stuff. Very nice. Still got some really good character team-ups. Disc 1 and 2. 3 and 4. And 5. Special features. And for the first time, at least for the Steelbook, we've got inside artwork. And naturally, 8 comes after 7. So here's the front of that. There's a lot going on in this one. We've got the different communities down at the bottom. Rick versus Negan up at the top. And here's the back. Of course, I kept my little Walking Dead Returns sticker. That was on the outside plastic. And a lovely tribute to Carl. Does Carl die in season 8? I know he dies at some point, which really sucks, but I love this artwork, just the tribute to all the different major scenes and together. All right, here's disc 1 and 2. Just 3 and 4. And disc 5. Now, call me crazy, but disc 5 looks to be like a slightly different color than the rest of them. Maybe not, I don't know. These seem kind of brownish, but this is a little more black. Am I crazy? Maybe a little bit. And got this epic intramural. Oh my gosh, look how good this looks. And thankfully, the creases aren't really covering up anything. Yeah, I like this a whole lot. All right, and that's basically it for Walking Dead for now, with one exception. I just saw this guy at Walmart, so I had to buy it, The Ones Who Live, with Rick Grimes and Michonne. I don't know what it's about, and it just got a second season as well, which is kind of cool, but like, what the heck? They're doing Steelbooks again? I think Daryl Dixon and Carol has their own TV show as well, and I saw that Steelbook as well, but I didn't pick it up. So there are Steelbooks out there in the world, so I'm really hoping seasons 9, 10, and 11 have Steelbooks somewhere on planet Earth. And I know there's people on Instagram and Etsy that like make custom Steelbooks too, which is really freaking cool. Let's check this out really quick. So of course I haven't seen it yet because I want to catch up and watch all of the main series. Now this is a little bit different. This actually has a cover slip. Oh, so the cover slip just has the text on the front. That's a little bit different, but that's nice, clean artwork. And here's the back with all the information. Front of the Steelbook. Here's a look at the spine. And got the back. Just open them up, got them together. That works, that works. I really love the fire and ash colors. Reigniting their love. All right, and looking on the inside, we're just, everything's on fire. Literally everything's on fire. Oh, well look at that. The CRM, I've got a little CRM patch, so I could take this out and iron it onto a shirt. I'm not gonna do that though, because I wanna keep it safe. And here are the 2 discs. So this looks to be a shorter season. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 on disc 1. Episodes 4, 5, and 6 on disc 2. And the artwork is literally the same. Then on the inside, we've got the CRM logo burning. It almost looks radioactive, you know? Pretty basic, not too impressed with that, honestly, but it's cool to have it. It's fun to look at. All right, then here's, of course, all of my Walking Dead Steelbooks lined up. Here's seasons 1 through 4 on the front. 1 through 4 on the back. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, and The Ones Who Live on the front and the back. What do you think? Which Walking Dead has the best artwork so far? This is a lot of talking. If you want to take a break, please feel free to pause at any time and just walk away and come back in a couple of hours, couple of days, couple of weeks, whatever. This is a long video. Yeah. Really quickly, we're going to look at some Steelbooks that actually aren't mine. Maybe I should finish eating this popcorn first, but Ultraman. Jason bought these. He wanted me to watch them with him, so we will. Let's see, it looks like we've got Ultra Q, the classic that started it all. And I'm gonna not open these. Oh, looks like this one is opened. Ooh, it's embossed. All right, we'll take a look at this one because it's already opened. Information episode guide. Oh. So this is old, like retro Japanese stuff. Holy cow, episode 28. Wow, that's a lot. Got a little Pokédex with all the monsters we run into. That's pretty cool. So I don't know anything about this show. It just seems like kind of a campy, fun little like monster or enemy of the week type of cartoon, like Saturday morning cartoon, gaiju adventure. All right, well here's the front. We've got Ultra Q embossed. Got the back there. Creepy little slug. Ew, it's really gross. And together. All right, got some fun discs. Here's 1 and 2. Here's discs 3 and 4. And then we've got this really groovy, I don't know what this background is, just a nice little pattern there. Seems like a 1970s like wallpaper for your living room. Well, that's pretty cool. And Ultraman Ultra 7. So I don't know what that's about. Looks like we got a Godzilla or a Godzilla ripoff right here on season 2. Yeah, here's season 1 on the left, season 2 on the right. And here's the back. Cool. Well, that'll be fun when we dive into that eventually. WandaVision and Loki are my favorite Disney Plus TV shows by a mile. I also really like Daredevil, so I'm excited for Born Again to be coming out to Disney Plus in just a couple months. That's really exciting. Or it's already out by the time you're watching this, so yeah. All right, really quick, here's the slipcover. We got the front. I love this TV, like kind of staticky stuff going on. Very nice visuals and great color. And of course, Wanda is the Scarlet Witch, so we've got a really predominantly red display. And here's the back. And together they work really, that's a really nice little wraparound. Yeah, I like that. Looking on the inside, oh, guess what also is Scarlet? The Blu-rays. So here's disc 1 and disc 2. Only 2 discs for this one. Yeah, WandaVision is so good. It's just, I love how it incorporates, like each episode is a certain decade of TV as it progresses, and then the mystery thickens and deepens, and yeah, it's just really, really good. And here's the inside Steelbook artwork. Just from the Halloween episode. And we got ourselves a little bonus here. We got some art cards. So let's take a look at these art cards. Got Wanda and Vision. That's the name of the show. Just chillaxing in 1950s. I love the background is part black and white and then it moves into color. That's pretty cool. And then the TV is glowing scarlet. Interesting. Looks like we've got a 4th of July type of parade going on, but it only lives as concept art. So this never made it to the final show. That's really cool to see that though. And White Vision versus Fake Vision. What happened to Vision? Why haven't we like seen him? Surely he would have popped up by now. I don't know, maybe not. So that's kind of fun, just 3 little bits of art. Totally extra, didn't need to happen, but they did it anyway. Thanks, Marvel. All right, next up we got Hawkeye. I really like how the shows do really well to stand on their own, but then they also like set up, it feels really like phase 1 and phase 2, where there's just this excitement building and there's a lot of characters that lead into other shows and other stories. Of course, with WandaVision kicking off, like the Monica Rambeau, is that her name or is that the mom's name? I can't remember. And as well as Agatha. Agatha is a great show as well. I think that's definitely in my top Marvel TV shows. And then of course Hawkeye here. We get Kate Bishop as the new Hawkeye, as well as reintroducing the Kingpin and seeing Maya before her spinoff show and before the Kingpin is brought back for Daredevil. That's really cool. Here's a look at the slipcover. Okay. And this is a Christmas show, by the way. So yeah, just throwing that out there. Here's the front and the back. Those are some massive light bulbs. Together. And we take a little peek at the inside. Here are the two discs, disc 1 and 2. I like how these discs are all made of little hearts. And here's the inside artwork of the Blu-ray. And once again, we've got some concept art cards. Let's tear those in. Kate Bishop, the Battle of New York, with Hawkeye doing the cool jump off the building and turn around move. Then whatever this is. Are they meeting for the first time? I don't know. Then we got the tracksuit mafia gang. Simple, easy. This is nice and colorful. I like that as an artwork, and I like that, like purple isn't a color we see too often, I think. So it's nice to have a lot of that. Next up, oh, Moon Knight. I really, really love Moon Knight. I've got the Funko Pop and everything. I also have him in Fortnite as a playable character in Fortnite, which is fun. Okay, here's a quick look at the J card. I immediately really like this. I just love the black with this gold, this shiny gold hieroglyphs and stuff and accents of his suit. Yeah, immediately that's just, mwah, love it. Also, there's just something about ancient Egyptian culture that I've just been kind of a fan of for decades at this point. All right, here's a look at the back. Got Khonshu. And together. Some good looking artwork right there. Got the gold discs. And here's the inside artwork. This is some fun concept art. A couple of Egyptian gaijus just going at it in front of the pyramids of Giza. Love it. Oh, then we got the lady, the scarab lady friend. Ooh. This is just Batman at this point. But yeah, here's all the artwork all lined up. Very good. I still think I'm liking the WandaVision artwork the best, but this is really nice.
You don't want to know. Oh yeah, I can see it working. Gears turning. Oh, they're malfunctioning. They're on fire. God, I hate you.
All right, next up, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Here's that J card. All right, got the front. My really only real complaint about this show is the whole show is about Bucky getting rid of his Winter Soldier like persona. So why is it called the Winter Soldier when he's not the Winter Soldier anymore? And he hasn't been for like a decade at this point. All right, here's the back. And together. And here's the inside artwork. And once again, we've got our concept art. Sam Wilson flying. Big Captain America parade. Oh yeah, that part. Very cheesy, but it's fine. And, oh, Wakanda, Baron Zemo. Very nice. Okay, yeah, good stuff. All the art spread out together. right, now we got my favorite TV shows. Wanda's definitely number 2, but number 1 is Loki. All right, and immediately I think this is the best artwork. Loki season 1, I'm looking at season 2 as well, and that's fine. I don't hate it, but my goodness, this is mwah, chef's kiss, S tier, love it. And here's the back. And all together. There's so many things that I love about Loki. I think the first thing is just what it does for him as a character, like the character arc. It's just really, really, really good. And how we see him develop from a mischievous scamp to literally like the god of the omniverse. I still don't want to spoil anything, but especially how season 2 ends and how that opens up the multiverse is just incredible. Mind-blowing. Love it, love it, love it. S tier. Storytelling. Favorite TV show. Here are the 2 discs. And I love how Miss Minutes is literally just disc 2. That's a nice touch. Here's the background art. And of course, our 3 concept art cards. Got Loki and Mobius outside the store during the hurricane. We got Alligator Loki, a fan favorite. And what am I looking at here? Is that Elias, I guess? That the smoke cloud thing? All together. I'm really hoping they have Miss Marvel as a Steelbook. I desperately would love that on 4K Steelbook. Please, Marvel, please do it. All right, last up for the Marvel, brand new Loki Season 2. Here's the J card. Front cover, really, really nice, really powerful, especially if you know the meaning behind like what's going on in this scene. Gosh, that's so cool. And on the back, got a new character, Obi. And all together. Here are the discs. And of course, we've got the concept art. God Loki. Oh. Should have saved that for last. Why is this in the front? Oh, also God Loki. And also God Loki. Okay, so we're just, this is all just, wow. Jeez. I'm really hoping have a Loki season 3, even if Loki's not necessarily present for every single episode, but just having the TVA do stuff in the background would be pretty cool to see that and how that interacts with what's going on in the multiverse saga and beyond. There's only one complaint that I have about Loki, and that is primarily it focuses on Earth, which I think is so boring. Wasted potential. The best episodes are when they're on that moon that's like colliding with the other moon in season 1. But every other episode, they're just focusing at a different time on Earth's history. You've got the whole multiverse, like why not go to any of the other planets at any point in time? Go to Sakaar before the Grand Master showed up. Go to Hala. You know, go to Vulcan. Just kidding. There is no Vulcan because that's Star Trek. Speaking of which, that's our next Steelbook. Let's check it out. That was actually a really good segue.
New civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
There's a lot to unpack here. So let's start with the original series. So this is actually the second time I bought this. The first time was just regular Blu-ray. But then when I saw that there's a Steelbook version, me gusta. Unfortunately, this one has a little cut right here across the spine, which kind of sucks. Again, that happens sometimes. This is a really fun, colorful package. I love how retro future it is. I mean, it is a 1960s TV show, right? I'm also glad that I was a fan before I watched the original show, because in season 1, the first like 7 or so episodes are so dreadfully boring. They're just so dumb. So I'm glad I was already a fan when I got on board and started watching all the shows. Let's start with season 1. So this is just like Korra and Avatar. Got these little dividers, pretty good quality, and it's looking like the inner inserts, the separation inserts are staying together. I love how colorful this is and just how old it looks, but it still looks new. Wow, that's fun. So here's season 1. And the back. And together. I like it. Here are all the discs. Boy, how many discs are we packing today? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 discs. Here's a look at the inside. I love that they're teleporting into the abyss. Oh man, now we gotta put all these discs back. There's this thing called disc rot, where they rot, like rotten food, I guess. I don't know. I've never experienced that, but I just learned that disc rot was a thing like a year ago, and that kind of has me terrified because I thought this was forever media, but in certain circumstances it might not be. I don't know. All right, season 2. Here's the back. All the discs look the same, and the background too also has the same motif, just different characters compared to the first season. All right, and last but not least, got season 3. Here's the front. Here's the back. Opening it together. And then the inside, same thing. All the discs look the same. All right, and here's all 1, 2, and 3 together. Front. And the back. That's pretty fun. Right now in my Star Trek journey, I am on season 6 of The Next Generation, as well as Discovery season 5. So this is probably next on my watch list. And if I ever see a Next Generation Star Trek Steelbook collection, I might just pick it up. But it doesn't exist right now as far as I'm aware. And then there's a whole bunch of shows after that as well, like Deep Space Nine and Enterprise and other stuff that I haven't even seen. I don't even know if I want to watch it, but I am a fan to a certain degree. Discovery got all 5 seasons in Steelbook. Let's check it out. One thing that I noticed is kind of interesting is the first 2, they're all embossed and stuff. See how fun that is? But then season 3 is a little less embossed, different font, and then season 4 and 5 are not embossed anymore. So they got cheaper and cheaper with the production material as time goes on. Let's check out season 1. Again, Star Trek Discovery embossed. And Discovery, at this point, the first 2 seasons just have the standard Star Trek font. All right, here's the back. Very nice. And together. All right, taking a look at the discs. Here's 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. All right, here's the inside artwork. Very good. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Saru. Freaking awesome. Definitely my favorite Star Trek character. Captain Kirk is also pretty cool, both the OG Kirk and Chris Pine. But yeah, Saru is my favorite. So freaking cool. Okay, here's season 2. Also embossed in the front. And here's the back. Together. Disc 1 and 2. 3 and 4. And inside artwork. All right, on to season 3. And this time around, Discovery gets its own font. That's different from the standard Star Trek font. This one is also embossed on the front. Here's the back. together. Disc 2 and 3, or 1 and 2. Disc 3 and 4. And the inside artwork. All right, on to season 4. No embossing of any kind, but here's the front. This still looks pretty good. And the back, which flows really nicely when you open it, look at it together. It's nice. It's a nice little wraparound. And unfortunately, this is where we see the production value go even down because they swap out character art for, you guessed it, boring blue. And of course, the inside artwork of my guy, Saru. Love this guy, he's so cool. Here we are, Star Trek Discovery, the final season, season 5, just say season 5. No J cards for any of these 4 seasons, so I guess I just tossed them. I don't know. The back J card. Okay, the front. And the back. Also, some really nice succinct artwork. Love that wraparound synergy. And all the discs. Not much to see. But we've got some great crew character art in the inside this time around, which I really like. All right, then here's all of the front. And all of the back.
Has gone before.
All right, this is it. This is the final stretch for TV shows. We got Star Trek Strange New Worlds, seasons 1 and 2. The season 1 J card. And here's the front. And the back. All together. Here's all the discs. And the inside artwork. All right, now moving on to season 2. Let's take a look at this J card. And it looks like we've got something underneath. Oh, what is this? This is a poster? No way, bro. Okay. So nothing mind-blowing, but one of my favorite things. Oh, I heard about this. They have a musical episode. Subspace Rhapsody. That is actually very cool. Oh, wow. A lot of what people are saying is that just Strange New Worlds is really fun, which is great. So I'm looking forward to that because I really like Discovery. Wow, that is so cool. It reminds me a lot of like when I subscribed to Nintendo Power Magazine, they'd always have a handful of inserts that you could tear out of the magazine and unfold them, and they'd be these huge like gaming posters. That's terrific. That's really, really cool. And here's the front. And here's the back. And here they are together. Then on the inside, of course, we got that boring blue. So boring. But the inside artwork I like a lot. It reminds me, it's very retro. It gives me OG Star Trek vibes, which technically this is also a prequel to the original series. All right, then here's Strange New Worlds front and the back.
So
here is all my A tier. We're only doing A tier and S tier. So we got Loki season 2. Got The Walking Dead season 1. I know it's not a steelbook, but like, man, this packaging is heckin' impressive. A tier. I also have The Walking Dead season 5. The overall packaging and all the disc art and everything I just love. Also got Hawkeye as an A tier. Oh, and of course Walking Dead season 8. Again, I love the artwork on the outside. I love the disc art and the artwork on the inside. Everything about this screams A+. Included as an A tier, Halo season 2. Even though it's boring black, the inside and the outside artwork I find excellent. Got The Chosen season 4. Again, inside, outside artwork, all really, really excellent. Got Star Trek Strange New Worlds season 1. Basically all of original Star Trek. And these are all my A tier steelbooks. As for the S tier, all the Avatar steelbooks I find excellent, as well as the packaging. I also found Cowboy Bebop to be excellent, as well as Chernobyl, obviously. Ooh, WandaVision, Moon Knight, and of course Loki season 1. All right, well, these are all my S tier steelbooks. Whew, my goodness. I'm gonna take a break. This is already going way over, but we still have video games to tackle and movies.